Hello everybody, my name is Solo, welcome back to the channel, and yes, we're here on Anime Rangers X. So the update came out earlier today, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't like the fact that they keep adding modes that require multiple people. Now, mind you, you can do these modes without having multiple people, but I think it's just kind of dumb that they keep enforcing this. You have to have multiple people to play these modes, right? Because they said it with the raid. They're like, oh, the raids aren't soloable, so you had to play with friends. Now with this new one, it's like, oh, well, you had to play with other people. And honestly, it's not as bad as you think. If you have good enough like characters, you can literally sit there and just play it. How am I feeling about this update? It's kind of lackluster in a sense. What I mean by this is they came out with 3 units that you can pick up from different sources, which is one is from the one that I had the skin for here is from the Ranger stage. The other one, which is Shin, I believe, is from Boss Rush, and then the third and final one that you need is from Summons, which hasn't been in the summon, by the way, yet. People are still waiting for him to actually come on the summons. But yeah, he is one of the people you can have on the summons. Anyway, that being said, gotta make sure I have, I'm paying attention, because when we get another path, yeah, we want to make sure we have people going down both paths. Anyway, so yeah, you could macro this, and me and Harvey were talking about this, and he did have a good idea, which is you go and you like click over and then deploy another one and then just keep clicking like that. I feel like it might bug out at some point, but yeah. Put you down this lane, you down this lane, but like, I don't know, I think it's really dumb to force people into these like modes, right, that require them to have multiple people, when a lot of the people who are playing these games are obviously probably not going to have a lot of friends to play them with. So why are we like now making this a thing all the time that, hey, you need multiple people to do this? And not only that, like, it just doesn't really even feel like I'm actually doing much besides doing the 50 stages for the sake of doing the 50 stages, right? Because I think the only one who has an Evo is the one from the summons, and even then I don't think his Evo is even that bad. I don't know. I haven't seen any new material yet, so. Also, the Ranger stages don't really have their own, what do you call them? Their own like items or anything. So it's kind of weird. Feels like a lot of the stuff that dropped with this like update kind of feels a bit half-baked. I know people are going to be like, listen, there was family problems, like, give them a break. I understand that, but also, like, I don't know, even without the family problems, I'm still thinking, like, how, like, much did the family problems actually contribute to how much content there is, right? I don't know. I'm just underwhelmed by this update, to be honest with you. I feel like it very much feels very basic, and it also feels like they're trying to push people into playing with others, not only because, well, you need multiple people to do it, but also, like, you gotta realize, if you don't have good matchmaking, trying to get others to like play with sucks. Like, because then you have to go on Discord, and then there's a lot of people on Discord who are those people who are like, well, unless you have this person, this person, this person, this person, you're not able to play Boss Rush with me, because I only play with these type of people who have this unit, right? That's kind of like where we're at with this whole update. I'm gonna try to get Aizen. It shouldn't be that bad to get Aizen. The only issue is you gotta get Shin, and you also have to get the other guy. I can't remember his name. All I remember is that he's the mentor for Bleach, like in the Bleach series for a while. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I wanted this update to be great, and we only got like 4 units out of all the people who are in the Blood War arc, right? Which kind of sucks. Like, I made fun of the Tokyo Ghoul update, right? But like, at least that had some, you know, decent amount of units. I don't know. I'm just hoping this Aizen's worth it, to be honest. I'd hate to grind the entirety of like getting to Aizen, which, by the way, let's talk about the fact they want you to do boss rush 50 times. Or the fact that like I can do like ranger stages 70 times, because that's one of those things where if you don't have it done, you just like turn, like when you go to bed for the night, you literally just turn on a like auto clicker with it auto playing and just have it run it over and over and over again, because I can do most of those ranger stages in like a minute. So that means it's only like an hour or an hour and a half before like it's completed. Whereas this, unless you magically can set a macro that doesn't break, you're kind of, how do you put it? You're kind of out of luck if the macro does break, right? We're just gonna fight him with Dio. Also, Dio's like ultimate is awesome. I like Dio's ultimate. We'll summon everybody else. Why not? We also have other ultimates, of course, like Heaven's Gate. But yeah, see, you get 16. Like, eventually you can afford to buy like the Shin, right? But people are still waiting for the last character, and after that it's just really grinding stages. It's like there's not really any evos, and I haven't even gone and checked, but if we go to the upgrade zone, and I want to check crafting because there's probably something in here. Is this it? No, but that looks creepy. Either way, there's probably something that you have to get to evo the one guy. Maybe it's the like soul fragments. Maybe you need soul fragments to evo him. I'm not too sure because it says only 8, so makes me wonder. But yeah, and then also have to get Shin. But again, both of them, like, Shin is literally a, hey, there's a chance to get Shin. Unless you get enough currency, then you can buy her or buy them. But yeah, it just kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. I mean, just to show you how kind of meh this is. So if let's see, the Almighty, right, is here. Then there's this guy who goes up to that. Then there's Shin, and then I believe that's Aizen, and I'm guessing that's Aizen evo'd. So yeah, it's definitely gonna suck, right? Because I don't think I have anyone else that can actually evo from this like update. Unless magically the Almighty can evo, which he can't. So yeah. But I think the only two Evos are the summonable guy and Aizen. So hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll get the drop from here. I'm guessing soul fragments are gonna be for Aizen, like to Evo Aizen or something, because that's the only thing I can think of, since it only gives you 8. Is that you need 8 to Evo Aizen? Anyway, yeah, my thoughts on it are make the modes like more soloable, so then you're not relying on whether or not somebody can play, or like whether or not you can get into a team, or whether or not you're ADHD enough to keep up with all the lanes. I don't know, it's weird to force people to play online with other people when a lot of people are probably just gonna play by themselves regardless, and they'll find a way to do it. So I don't know why they're pushing so hard for it. But yeah, this update has been underwhelming for me. But anyway, with that being said, if you guys did enjoy, as always, hit the like button, comment down below what do you guys think of the update, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And I hope you guys have a good day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.